old men moan about the state of beaches.
Beaches, well, not the film Beaches.
No.
Not the film
Classic.
Beaches, yeah. And the wings beneath my wind. No, not wings beneath my wind. It's wind beneath my wings.
That's a bird who is falling
Fuck.
into the ocean.
No, yeah, but English beaches, oh, the worst.
Not the one.
They're not.
Not a vibe.
Especially when you got, I like the people that really commit and bring like their umbrellas, their chairs, their little, that fence that you can bring that goes
That
around.
windbreaker fence, yeah.
Yeah.
And the awful, ugly colours it always is. It reminds you of like the late
they're
80s.
beach colours, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
And then you've got,
The fuckers who own the little wood cabins on the beach, like they actually pay to rent them out. Fuck those people.
yeah, they're pretty bad. What else you got? They got the inflatables.
Oh yeah, the inflatables. You got the people on their little bodyboards and surfboards and stuff. I tell you what is always infinitely a bit more cooler than people surfing are the people who just throw down the bodyboards, then jump on them and like just skid along the sand on them, like in the bit that's like just before the ocean where it's like nice and wet. That always looks so much cooler than actually surfing because it's like he's doing it on the ground.
It's like a slip and slide.
Exactly.
It's like a slip and slide area. Yeah.
Full of crabs. Ugh.
Crabs. Oh yeah. 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 You get the little ones, don't you?
I think that's where my hatred of the beach started, was going on like holidays to Spain and that, and then like having a dead crab chucked at me.
What? By your brother?
It was always my dad.
Oh, your dad?
Because he knows, like, bastard, absolute bastard. Love the man, bastard. But like, he would chuck a crab at me, and he would do it to all of us, but he knew I was scared of spiders. So he was like, hey, look, check out this sand spider. And like, he threw a crab. And oh my God. No.
I was just about to say, when you said sand spider, I was like, yeah, they're like sea spiders.
Those are real things. I didn't know what a sand spider was back when I was little, thankfully.
You've seen what spider crabs look like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them at Osaka Aquarium, and they are massive.
They are not to be fucked with.
Oh, no, I for one welcome our spider crab overlords.
I will lead the assault and then shoot myself before they even touch me.
I for one welcome our crab people. Crab people. Tastes like crab. No, it tastes like crab. Talk
so I said it tastes like crab. Look like people. I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah, beaches like Bournemouth, Southend, and Brighton, probably the key ones. Something like Hastings is okay because you've got a lot more going on there, and it's not too much of like a sandy beach, I don't think.
I don't like beaches purely for the fact that like you wear flip flops on them.
Yeah.
You get sand in your flip flops, and you're like, fuck's sake, now my feet feel really awkward.
Oh
And
no,
the Pebble
even
Beach-
worse than that is when you've got shoes and socks on, and you're like, oh, let's go for a paddle. Take your shoes and socks off, you go down, splash, 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 tap, 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 tap. And then I've got wet, sandy feet, and I've got nothing to wash or dry them off with apart from my socks and my shoes. Like, how's that
I mean,
fun?
these all sound like our fault. Like, no one made us go to the beach at all.
Well,
and you were like, fuck it.
The beach needs to sort itself out.
You knew you had shoes and socks and you took them off to go play in the water. And you're like, fuck, stupid beach. Now I've got nothing else. How
Although,
dare you be so appetizing?
some of them have those little, when you're down at the shore and you're walking through all the horrible sand and pebbles, and you get just to the bank where the road and path are, you get those little fountains where you can wash your feet.
Oh, the little shower bits.
Yeah, you get them. Now that's not bad because if it's hot, then your feet will dry in the heat. But that's a rare thing. That is a rare thing.
It's a good idea, though.
Very good
Best
idea.
idea.
Yeah. Well, that's a fun rant on beaches.
Fuck them.
Fuck beaches.
Fuck pebble beaches. Fuck pebble beaches. Fuck sand beaches.
But not the film.
Beaches are only good to look at.
Beach,
Not touch.
beaches are only good when there's a emotional story behind it.
Yes.
And Bette Midler singing to you. Welcome back to Wireless Rendering. This is a podcast where we talk about our daily lives and stuff and nerdy antics, pretty much.
And wait for our videos to render.
I was just about to say that. We were meant to... This was originally for when we were waiting for videos to render, but that's not really been happening for a while. Kind of been a bit of a pandemic going on.
Just a small one. A small one.
Yeah, just
The one of 87 was worse.
The 87 one?
Yeah, the 87 pandemic was a lot worse than this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go on then, explain.
Oh, it was that one where the things happened. You wouldn't remember. It was before your time.
I'm older than you, fucker.
Yeah, it was before my time too.
Apparently I'm the boomer here.
There was a pandemic.
But yeah, let's get a proper intro. I'm Tom, because we haven't done this in a while. And you are?
I am Jake.
And we both run the channel on YouTube called Gaming Grindhouse.
That's probably where you might have found this.
Yes, you might. No, we'll get to that. Well, you might be listening to us on Spotify, you know, and then you're like, oh, what's this YouTube malarkey? I've heard of the kids talking about this YouTube thing. That's where the Fortnites are, isn't it? But our channel, Gaming Grindhouse, we have multiple video game Let's Plays, mainly focusing on the awful world of movie licensed video games, and then some other stuff as well. But all good fun. So go check it out, Gaming Grindhouse. You have just started Twitch streaming yourself, and would you like to plug yourself, Jake?
Yes, I started streaming. I've just followed us on Spotify. I forgot that this podcast we're up on Spotify. We now have 1 follower.
Oh shit! See, I don't even follow it because I just search on Spotify and click play. I never actually think to follow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that now. Live following.
To find us, either search While It's Rendering or Gaming Grindhouse on Spotify. And, you know, do us a follow.
Do one.
Do one.
Do one. Fucking do one now.
I'm going to share it on I can share it on either Snapchat or my message. Oh no, there's other ones.
No, you're the younger person of this podcast. So you'll be doing it on Snapchat or TikTok. You love your TikTok.
TikTok I like. I love TikTok. Snapchat, no. Snapchat's for dumb idiot babies.
Anyway, don't you stream?
Yes, I stream. My
where can they find your streaming?
On Twitch.
My God.
At the channel RPP Jake, which I have actually had to answer the question for those people on Twitch who haven't.
Oh yes, this has a story behind it.
What RPP means?
Yeah.
I think, it's the reason why I kept it, just so there's a bit of backstory and intrigue into the channel.
And then we changed.
So I've had a couple people ask me, "What is RPP?" And I'm like, "Oh, before we were Gaming Grindhouse, we were the Red Panda Pirate."
Yeah.
And it mainly came about because it's Tom's channel originally, and he likes Red Pandas and the anime One Piece.
Simple.
And I was like, yeah. So if you want to check out some of the stuff we do there, where there's 2 of us and we have a lot of fun, go watch it. And yeah, that works. I think I've gotten us a couple more viewers.
Oh, you've done it.
I mean, I know I've sent like 3 or 4 people that way.
It's all down to you, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you don't even follow me on Twitch.
I do. Shut up.
Yeah, like you followed us on Spotify.
Shut up. I do.
Yeah, now.
So yes, we obviously haven't been able to do any more Let's Plays on the channel for a while, so we've both been focusing on our separate streams. Not to say that that's the way it's going to go. I've got a juicy Let's Play for us to carry on with, and a couple of other film games. So the channel is in limbo, but the channel will be back. I currently stream at Tom Grindhouse on Twitch, so you can find me. And yeah, I think that's. I figured it was good to get this out of the way at the beginning, in case people don't listen all the way till the end. You know.
Yeah. What games are you playing on Twitch at the moment?
I am playing Bloodborne.
Ooh,
I am also.
Again.
I'm dabbling in Fall Guys, and I want to get into that in a bit. I am going to be going back to Persona 4 Golden. And once Simpsons Hit and Run is nearly finished, because I've nearly finished that, I'm going to start the Simpsons game.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good one.
It is good, yeah. I haven't played it in so long, and I picked it up as a part of the haul the other day. The one I showed you, I got Demon Souls.
Yeah.
So the reason why I haven't done a video for that haul, so listeners, I'd normally do a video just showing what little bundle of games I'd pick up in like a CEX or a charity shop. Some little rare finds, but this was more of a collection purpose. So I got Demon Souls, I picked up Simpsons game, and I picked up Halo 3, 4, and ODST, just collection purposes. But yeah, Simpsons game. That's as far as I remember, that's a pretty damn good game.
Yeah, it's the one that's set inside a video game, isn't it? like Bart finds an instruction booklet
Yes.
for the game.
Yeah, that's it. And like the first level is your Homer in the land of chocolate.
Yes.
The land of chocolate.
I haven't played it, but I've seen someone else play it.
It's good.
And, yeah.
It's also they went away from the 3D Simpsons aspect, models. 3D
It's
Simpsons,
cel-shaded.
yeah, cell shaded. 3D Simpsons always just looks weird.
They do. It's because they have like eyes that bulge out of their heads.
Yeah,
That it looks a bit terrifying.
and like the Simpsons characters should never look at the screen. They always looks weird.
Yeah, even in the cartoon, it looks weird when like they face the screen.
Yeah, it's not often, but it does.
They should always be standing at a 3/4 profile to the camera.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that's what I've got. I've got Simpsons Hit and Run, Bloodborne, Persona 4 Golden, and some Fall Guys.
Nice.
It's a nice little mixture. What about yourself? Because you finished a couple of games and started some new stuff.
I finished Spyro and Devil May Cry 5 the other day. I am now playing Deadly Tower of Monsters again because I like the game. It's very quick, but it's funny just to sit there.
So good.
You don't have to commentate on the game because the game does its own commentary, and it's good commentary. Yeah, Deadly Tower of Monsters. What was the other one? Oh god damn it, I don't remember.
You don't remember the games. This isn't very good promotion for your streaming, sir.
It's not, because I also didn't update my my thing yet.
Come on. What are you streaming? What are you streaming? Come on.
I am streaming.
What are you streaming? Come on.
Stardew Valley on the regular.
On the reg.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like my my regular stream is Stardew Valley, like most nights.
Yeah.
Rivere is another game I'm playing. It's an RPG made in New Zealand. It was an independent game that I followed for a while.
Nice.
And when it came out, I bought it.
Nice.
It's pretty good. I've played it through once before, and it's got a nice like Mother Earthbound sort of vibe to it. And I believe that Oceanhorn is another game I'm going to be playing.
Yeah, isn't that a cute little RPG as well?
It's a Legend of Zelda ripoff.
Okay, so I'm thinking
It
something else.
originally came out on tablet, but then it gained enough popularity to get a console release.
Yes, yep, I know.
I believe it is also on Steam. And Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh yeah, you did say you started that. So that's the remake, right? Wait, remake or remaster?
Yeah.
Is it? What is it?
It's a remaster.
Yeah, it's not a full-on remake, is it?
No.
No, I've got that sitting on my PS4 as well. That's. I've not been able to decide whether I want to do a stream of that or just sit and play it. I'm leaning towards just sitting and playing it and enjoying it.
Yeah, if it's your first time doing it, I'd say sit down and play it.
Well, it's my second run. The first time I ever played it, I've only ever played it through once, was PS2.
Back in the old
years ago.
In that case, I'd say stream it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you'll then get to experience the whole new of everything, like the new design and stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
For the first time with other people.
Yeah, you're right.
It's good for that.
All right.
But yeah, that's what I'm streaming at the moment.
All right, so we can find you at RPP Jake on Twitch, myself at Tom Grindhouse, all one word, and this lovely podcast you're listening to while it's rendering on Spotify, iTunes, Apple iTunes, and Podbean, and
YouTube,
and the YouTube channel Gaming Grindhouse. And I think we're good to go into it now.
Yeah,
we're good to get balls deep into this, right?
Let's just do it.
We're gonna take the side off a games console and stick the dick right in there. Stick the penis right in there.
Avoid the fan.
Avoid the fan, but it will cool you down at least.
Cut you down.
So, sir, other than your streaming, what have you been up to? Because we talk on the reg. We talk on the reg as well, but
we chat occasionally.
We chat occasionally, but what have you been up to? What games have you been playing? I know you've been watching some anime, obviously. That's all you do.
I've been watching loads of anime.
You've been watching the Weatherspoons.
I've been watching it. I've been watching it with a friend of ours actually, just over Discord.
Yeah.
Games I've been playing. I've not really been playing many new PlayStation games at the moment.
All right.
Just been because I've been using that mainly for Twitch. I'm just trying to keep that sort of going as it is. I have been playing a lot more D&D with a bunch of associates.
People that may end up listening to this, so be careful.
It's okay. They're all terrible people. And
They are awful people.
They are nothing but bitter disappointment to me.
Yeah.
Every time we play.
Oxygen thieves, the lot of them.
They're good. They're very creative. Any other dungeon masters out there know what I mean when I say they're creative with their problem solving. Their creative problem solving is fun to watch.
Do you know what? I think the way you need to describe it is it's different.
It's different.
You're not going along the usual D&D lines. You're going down this cul-de-sac and seeing what's happening.
You're doing your own thing.
There you go.
It's like calling someone who's annoying bubbly. They've got a bubbly personality.
I can figure one person that we know already, and he's definitely not bubbly.
Yeah.
I just fuck it. He will never listen to this. It's fine.
Which one are you on about?
The one we always rip on.
Oh, the short one.
Yeah, the short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nearly. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I know which one. Oh, for a minute there, I thought you was on about NC, but no.
No.
You're on about TH.
TH, yeah. But yeah, D&D campaign. So, how many sessions and hours have you been going for?
We've been not streaming. We've been playing from 6 till 10, and this is the second session. And they've already gone past like 2 chapters in the 6-chapter module that I'm running for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they're doing pretty well. They've, as I said, they've come up with creative solutions to problems, and the stats they've rolled themselves are all incredibly high, which means that they're just walking through this world as if nothing is fucking bothering them.
That's surely not as fun, though. You want the challenge, right?
I mean, it's not my fun. The fun is not for me as the dungeon master. The fun is for the players.
Yeah, I get that. You're setting it for them.
So I may at some point ask them on the Discord, like, hey, do you guys want this to be a bit more challenging? And if they say yes, I'll up the difficulty a bit. Because at the moment, like, this is supposed to be like their first adventure, so I may leave this as like easy. And when it comes to doing a new campaign afterwards for them, which we may end up streaming, I'm not too sure. Which could be an absolute nightmare, which I'm looking forward to.
That's going to be interesting.
I will up the difficulty for that, because obviously that is not baby's first steps into Dungeons and Dragons. It will be treating them as the difficulty that they are.
Yeah.
I think at the moment they're all level 4, and they should be level 2.
So they're way OP.
Yeah, no, I made them overpowered so that they would find it easier and not have so much to struggle with.
Right.
So when it comes to like doing the new campaign, their own campaign for them, I will make it a bit more of a challenge.
It's like
I will scale everything up for them. It's
like you've started a video game and you're starting on easy mode, but you should really be on normal mode to get a proper feel of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's a game that you've played before and you're like, I want to play on easy mode just to see how it goes. So yeah, I'm like, if they ever listen to this, boy, you're in for a fucking rude awakening.
Oh, they're all great. They're all great.
They are. They are all lovely. They're all lovely, lovely people.
It's a good bunch of streamers. Yeah, it's a good community. It's a good community. So shout out to all of them.
Yep. Do we plug their streams on here?
Do you know all of them?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Okay.
Because I don't know who you've got in your group, so you'll have to do it.
Okay.
Obviously.
So there is Fluxco, the Fluxco streams over on Twitch. You've got Bella Trelia on Twitch. You have Coop _ Cooper.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I interrupted.
And Aiden the Half Troll.
Ah, yes.
And T-Wizard.
Oh, good old T-Wizard. I love T-Wizard.
Unfortunately, Aiden the Half Troll had to drop out due to some commitments. But I'm still going to plug him anyway, because he was a good lad for the time that I knew him, and made a character with him.
Aiden, I see. That's the thing. Aiden, out of all of them, I could see getting way into that. So yeah. Yeah,
I was the most upset to lose him before we even began, because he seemed the most into it. Like it seemed right up his street.
The man is basically from a fantasy land.
Yeah, he loves all the pirate nonsense and that. And I think he was a orc barbarian with a pirate background.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to his play style.
Well, yeah, shout out to them though. Good group.
Yeah,
good group.
Good kids.
Yeah, good kids out there. Yeah.
I mean, we're older than all of them except I think Coop.
Yeah, but only by a year. I think Coop's like 32.
Oh, okay. You're just a year. I'm 2 years.
Yeah, I'm 31 this coming Friday.
Oh,
yeah.
God, you're old.
Really getting into that boomer territory, aren't I?
Anyone who somehow manages to listen to this before it goes up, go follow Tom for his birthday.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
So your D&D's going well though.
Yeah, but D&D's going great.
Good.
That's all I'm really doing now. It's taken up a lot of time to prepare stuff for them and avoid COVID.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but you've been committed to that for a while, your D&D. So it's good that it's paying off.
Yeah.
You've actually got a group now, other than our little group of friends. You've got a sort of new test group to try dry run all everything on.
That's it, because the group, our friend group, I've played D&D with for about 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
I think it's been a bit longer than that. I think I've played D&D with them ever since, I think it might have been when 5e came out. I think, because I remember buying the starter set for 5e and it being really expensive.
Yeah.
So it might have been since the start of that. And I know everything there is to know about what kind of characters they'll play and how they'll behave.
Mm.
And it is a little, like, even from a player perspective, it's a bit the same. Like, oh, okay, they're just going to do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So it is great to have a whole bunch of new people who I've never had an interaction with before and seeing how they play.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be interesting.
It's nice. It's a good, like, not character study, but it's a good way to see these people behave.
Yeah.
In like their own little way.
It kind of is a character study in a way.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like a social experiment you've got going. But not in a mean way.
I gathered 6 random strangers into one room and made them play Dungeons and Dragons.
This week on Dungeons and Dragons Survivor.
I hide the character sheet from one of the players. Watch him freak out and cry.
We're good, man. I'm glad it's going well.
So what are you up to outside of your streaming?
Wait, is that literally all you've done?
Yeah.
Oh, what about your animating stuff? You normally have a lot more to talk. I can never shut you up.
I know, but I feel like it's very hot.
It's very hot, so we need to keep this.
It's very hot, and the fans are slowly beginning to heat up as well.
The fans melting.
The fans are like just sloggering about.
All right, well,
your turn.
Give us a quick run for it. What are you up to anime wise? Come on.
Up to anime wise, I've gone back and I've just watched some of the feel good anime that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've not really, I've bookmarked some of the current season that are coming out, but I haven't watched any of them yet. I'm waiting for them to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gone back and I've watched some of the old ones I like I'm terrible with fucking names. Nishoujo. Nishoujo's a good one of my good ones that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Konosuba I've gone back and rewatched again.
Mm-hmm.
And that time I was reincarnated as a slime, I've gone back and rewatched.
Yeah, that's been on my list for a while, that one.
Yeah, no, just rewatching some old ones, just the things I know I like, just in case the new season isn't great.
Yeah, nice.
All
right,
yeah, that's pretty much it. And I've also rewatched Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix because that show is that show, and it makes me sad.
Oh, it's a depressing one, is it?
Have you not seen The Last Airbender?
No, but now Wooly said Wooly Madden / Wooly Versus from the Castle Super Beast podcast has been talking about he's just started Avatar and he's loving it.
See, it's not a depressing show. There are moments that absolutely upset me, like the picture I had you frame for me.
Oh yeah.
That is from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And that is a scene where one of the characters, who is normally, to anyone listening, it's Uncle Iroh sitting beneath the tree in Ba Sing Se on the day of Liu Ten's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And Liu Ten was his son, who he lost in a war, or in a war like a couple years prior to this. And he doesn't talk about himself a lot. He's normally just like the wise old man. And he this moment just comes out of nowhere, where he's going around this city buying these random things and helping people out through their day. Like, he plays football with some young kids. He helps a young man who is trying to mug him get his life sorted out.
Yeah.
And he then goes and sits underneath this tree outside of the city and builds like a little shrine to his son who died when, in the past, he tried to invade this city with the Fire Nation.
Okay, I think I'm following.
Oh, you have to watch it. I mean, it's now on Netflix. There's no excuse not to. Everyone's got so much time.
Well, people, JoJo's
I know you don't
on
have
Netflix.
time. You're watching JoJo's on Netflix.
It's easier than plugging in the hard drive.
I could give you my Crunchyroll account. You
That's
fucking
basically
savage.
another streaming service.
Yeah, but it's Netflix.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
How far does it go on Netflix?
you get part 1, 2, and 3.
Okay,
So
you'll need it for like, or you'll need something else for like Diamond is Unbreakable and
yeah, Golden Win.
Italian Adventures.
Well, yeah. So I was 7 episodes into part 4, and then started watching it again from the beginning. Here, I'm gonna start part 3 soon. Part 2 is, I fucking forgot how good part 2 is. I love Joseph. Joseph's just so good and such a dick.
Joseph is amazing. Run away.
Yeah, we're like Cars becomes the ultimate form. It's like this is I'm gonna do the ultimate Joestar move. Run.
He just fucking legs it. I love him.
Yeah, he's great. But yeah, so yeah, part 3 soon on there for us.
Cool. What would you say is the best JoJo opening?
Part 2 is pretty good.
Part 2, I like part 4.
Part 4, I haven't really, because I always skip the opening.
Crazy, noisy, bizarre town.
I always skip the openings, but until you told me about the openings of the end of part 3.
Yes.
That's when I started paying more of attention.
How good was it though? Were you still happy when you saw it?
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
Like, all the music stops and Dio's like, "Fuck you, here I come."
Like, you're continuing the story in the opening credits.
Yeah,
it's pretty
like,
cool.
all the shit is revealed. Like, all this stuff was happening in the credits. It turns out no, it was just Dio stopping time to fuck with him.
Yeah, spoiler. Okay, I will see what's cracking with Avatar on Netflix then.
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Cool.
Do it. Have you seen Hamilton yet?
No. Obviously, because I'm a massive racist.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm back.
Well, because I had to say that, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I just, it's not something that's been priority really to me. I don't know much about it. I've never been the biggest musical fan, so.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably also don't have Disney Plus yet.
Yeah, of course I do. What do you mean yet?
Okay, I'm back.
Disney Plus is basically just Simpsons for me.
Fair enough.
It's just a way to watch Simpsons.
Yeah, Hamilton. Just to touch on something else that I've watched. Hamilton is good. It is a musical, but at that, it's more like a rap experience.
Okay.
And it goes through like the different subgenres of rap. So you get like R&B, soul, all this other stuff. It doesn't like say, "Oh, this is that portion," but it's like certain characters sing in these styles. So like the 3 female characters all sort of sing in a bit of an R&B sort of way that will remind you of like the early 2000s R&B scene in the UK.
Yep. That's a good scene.
It was a great scene. And you sit there like, this just, it slaps, it gets the beat right and all that. You sit there like, fuck yeah, I like this. Well, I did anyway. But yeah, it's also a look at the American history from like the American Revolution. So when they like disparted from the UK, and yeah, it's really good. It's like, oh well, a lot of people already know it's really good. It's like a fucking phenomenon. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to watch it, I do recommend it. You may not like musicals, but you'll probably like this if you're a fan of just the music. Like makes you feel a certain way. It's so good.
Okay, I will give it a try, and then I will come back to you with my somewhat review take on it.
If you have a spared like 2.5 hours to
Oh, it's long, is it?
It's 2.5 hours, yeah. It's shorter than Endgame.
Wow, okay. Alright, yeah, I will give that a go. I can't promise
You heard
anything.
it here, people.
You
Hold
heard
on to
it here,
it.
yeah.
Go on his Twitch channel and bug him to watch it.
Yeah, as long as I'll take the
As long
viewers.
as I get
I'll
views
take the
in
views.
chat.
I'll take the viewers for sure.
Shut your eyes and just type it in.
Yeah.
Don't view.
Cool. So yeah, you got Hamilton, yeah, anime, and
That's it. Now on to you again.
we're back onto me.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What have you
I'm
done?
still doing the longest flat house move in history known to man.
Yeah, you decided to do it during a heat wave.
And a pandemic. I mean, I'm pretty baller if you haven't quite worked that out.
A level 10 house move.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty much there. I got the figures all up, got the game collection all sorted, got all my games back from storage. That makes me feel good to have my game collection back.
That's good.
It pretty looks. I mean, you saw my old flat. It looks all pretty similar to that, like TV unit, game collection next to it, big black bookcase with figures and shit on it. Got my
Like you never even left.
like never left. Got my Godzillas back. Yeah.
You got dildos in the back.
Got my Dildozilla back. Dildo is back. Dildzilla.
Yeah.
Dildzilla is back. Yeah, but yeah, all good. And I got a birthday coming up, so yeah, life is not too bad right now.
Life
busy.
is so sweet.
Busy as hell with busy work life. But as far as other than that normal adult life, I have been streaming a lot. Well, getting back into it anyway, which talked about at the beginning what I've been streaming. What the fuck did you just send in Discord?
Oh, I just posted a new figure I got.
What is that?
That is one of the knights from Dark Souls
That's
2.
yeah. Oh, I just noticed the one behind it.
Oh, the Black Knight.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had that one for ages.
That's juicy, but looks like it needs dusting, sir.
Yeah, you know, he does. I
Look how grey that base is.
It's meant to look like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, he's a disgusting old knight. He's
Yeah,
meant to
sure.
look like that.
Well, I'll get back to
Pull me out on things people can't even see.
I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in the visual.
No.
I am back on playing Dragon Quest XI. Haven't played that for a while on my Switch. I'm 70 hours in. That game is still one of the best JRPGs I've ever played. That is an incredible game. What's really good about it is that the voice acting is incredible. It's on par, but it's not like it's a Japanese-made game. You know, Dragon Quest is so heavily Japanese. You know, it's Toriyama to hell.
Is it?
Yeah, completely. You know, but the accents, some of the characters, like one's Scottish, one's Welsh. Some of them are so Cockney, and in the subtitles, they're literally speaking like, "What you doing here then?" And they're spelt like WOT, and ear is hyphen ERE. Like, it's done so well to like show like this guy's a proper Cockney. Like, I actually have to read the subtitles when I've not got the sound on. I'm reading the subtitles, having to carefully read this. Like, Christ, I can barely read this. But his voice acting would be proper like, "Oh, what we got here there, love? Oh, you all right there, geezer?"
Oh,
like,
I'm a Cockney.
Yeah, they actually say stuff like geezer and mate and things like that.
That's beautiful.
It's brilliant. And it's weird, like, a Japanese-made game, but I feel like a lot of it must have been made either over here or they had like a somewhat of a good English translation team over there to really give them like advice on, you know, on the writing part anyway, that this is how these sort of people would speak and this is how they would act. Because it's not, it's very different culture, Japan and England. English Cockneys.
It's brilliant. I like when they when Japan like open themselves up to other cultures type things.
Yeah, completely, man. Yeah, it's been great. So I've been back on binging that. I picked up the other week a game on the Switch called Video Kid, which is really fun. I think you quite like it. It's a really fun pick up and play. It's about £1.50. It's very blocky in like the model designs, so there's not too much detail in the models. It's basically Paperboy,
right?
Mixed with so many cultural references. So, for instance, you're not the Paperboy, you're Marty McFly on the skateboard,
Okay.
and you're throwing videotapes, and you want to hit all the right, they're like golden, I think they're even golden or just red post boxes that you need to get. So you get them, but you keep throwing it, and you all these references will pass you, like Big Bird will pass you from Sesame Street, or Doctor Who and the TARDIS will pass you. So many different references, and it's just trying to make it to the end of the course.
The title now makes more sense. You're not a Paperboy, you're a
video kid, yeah. Yeah, it's good fun. And say it's only
you
like
work for Blockbuster giving out videos.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good fun. It's only like a couple of quid. It's on Switch. I think it's on probably everything. Yeah, I'd say look out for it. Give it a go.
Did you download it?
Did I download it?
Yeah, on your Switch, or did you buy an actual copy?
No, you can't buy a physical copy.
Oh, okay.
For £1.50.
I don't know if you found it in a CX.
I don't think there's any Switch game physical that you could buy for £1.50.
I mean, this sounded like you can buy this one brand new for £1.50. This would be less than £1.50.
The cheapest Switch physical game ever. Yeah, no, it was only on digital. But yeah, it's a fun quick pick up and play.
I might buy them.
Yeah, do it for sure. The only other thing I've really had time to sit and play is Fall Guys.
Oh, okay.
Because
you mentioned that a second ago.
Yeah, so Devolver's new game. Devolver are great. They put it on PS Plus, so it came out. It went free on PS Plus this month.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great if you've got PS Plus. If not, I think it's about 20 quid on Steam and PlayStation as well. But it's good fun. I know that doesn't sound like there's much confidence in that. It's good fun, but there's a but. There's always a but. Menu-wise, it feels like when you load up... I hate going back to this, but I have loaded... I'm sorry, folks, but I have loaded up Fortnite in the past. I've been down that road. When you load up Fortnite... Sorry, what were you going to say?
Didn't you get bullied off of Fortnite by a 7-year-old?
No, that was Apex Legends.
And you admit you got bullied off by a 7-year-old?
No, it wasn't 7-year-old.
Yeah, you did.
It was Eastern European man.
Okay.
So when
your Noob Master 69 and 4 shouted at you.
He shouted at my username, Pussy Destroyer 69.
Beautiful. Go on.
So when you load up Fall Guys, it feels similar, like menu-wise, it feels similar to Fortnite, where you can design your little Fall Guy character, but then if you keep going along a few more menus, you come to the microtransaction screen and the battle pass screen, and it's like you unlock in-game points called kudos points, which you get fine by playing the game. But then there's other points that you can get by buying microtransactions, where by buying these, you can then buy items you can't get in the game unless you buy them. It's a little bit frustrating. Really frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's not Fall Guys' fault that this is where the economy of video games is now.
It's not, but I thought Devolver were better than this. And it feels like the same with Fortnite, where you've seen you can design your character like anything. You can make your character look wacky as hell. There's so many costumes and outfits.
Yeah.
And it feels like there's only select ones where you're going to look baller as hell that you can only get by buying the microtransactions, which sucks. It's already in the game. Why am I having to pay more for it? Granted, I didn't pay anything for this because it's PS Plus, but I'd say a third of the people are going to have still bought it on Steam or PlayStation anyway.
That's true.
Whereas Fortnite is a free game.
Yeah, Fortnite is entirely free and relies on the microtransactions
So in a way,
pay for it.
that looks better than this does right now.
And like, this costs £20, so
Yeah.
or yeah, £20 at the moment. So you'd expect them to have a bit more behind the game before making you want the microtransactions.
Yeah, completely. And yeah, I think that's one of the main downsides. The other ones I don't like are, I think it would be good as like a party game, where you can maybe local play. I don't actually know if you can invite friends yet. I'm not going to say that's a bad thing that you can't, because I don't actually know.
I think you can. I think it's a group playing game.
Well, it's online. Yeah, it's 60 people in total.
Yeah.
So maybe I haven't checked that out yet, but maybe you can, maybe not. The other thing which I think they will but need to implement in the future is a map maker thing on it, because that has potential. Like, all the assets are there to make your own maps. You know, imagine like getting a blank canvas, like a grid, and say, oh, I want to put this, like a Mario Maker thing. I want to put this spinny thing here, this turntable that they have to run on there, then I'll put another one there, another fan there. Like, there's potential, but I think that would really big it up a bit more.
They probably will be planning to do something like that with another bit of released DLC.
Yeah, I think they will.
But obviously, can't really speak for what they're going to do. We don't know anything about them yet.
No. Game itself is fun though. It is fun. It's a real fun pick up and play, as long as your connection's right and you get a good server. I've had a few issues with that.
Still early days, so there'll be time for that to be fixed.
Takeshi's Castle / Total Wipeout / Krypton Factor. Krypton Factor's the OG.
Okay.
So you've got one that is one game that's very similar to Takeshi's Castle, where you've got 6 rows in front of you. So the first row has got, say, 6 walls, 6 like big wall doors. Only 2 of them you can break through. So you're all running towards this first row of doors. Only 2 of them break through. You get through the one that breaks through, good. You're on to the next row that's got 5 doors. Only 2 of them break through. Then you've got to try and find the one that breaks through. So there is that Takeshi's Castle game. And so yeah, you start off, you're all 60 people. First game is normally who can get to the end of the obstacle course the quickest. It's normally about 40 people that qualify. Once you qualify, you go on to the next one. So if 40 people go through, it can split evenly into 20 versus 20. Then you could do a team game, which could be like a football game. So you've got one team on one side, other team on the other side, like a mini football table, and you've got a couple balls in the middle, and you just have to basically dive and headbutt and push them into the other goal. Then your team goes through, and then that splits again until you are literally down to the end. So you get about 4 or 5 mini games in total, and I think there's about 25 different types of games in the whole game at the moment. So it's quite a good variety, I think. But yeah, it's good. It's very simplistic. You can only run, jump, and dive. And I think you can grab people. I've noticed you get a lot of dicks at the end of the course, right? People that hang on and grab people just before they're about to get through the finish line, and grab them and stop them from going through.
Yeah, that seems like a
Oh,
dick
sorry, I thought
move.
you had went then.
No, I'm still there.
Right.
That seems like a dick move. Yeah,
it's really annoying. I've noticed it a couple of times. But other than that, I don't see myself playing it for a game. You know, like I'm gonna sit there hours playing it. Maybe like an hour max, half hour.
No.
Get a couple of runs in for a bit of fun, but that's about it really for that game.
Yeah,
which is why I'm glad I got it for free.
Yeah, I'll stick my PS4 on later and download it.
It's only like 8 gig. It's not big.
Yeah.
Well, in the scheme of things, 8 gig isn't that big, is it?
I mean, it's 8 gig because all of the fucking costumes are there already.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Behind a paywall.
Yeah.
That's so skeezy.
I mean, Final Fantasy VII was 100 gig.
I know, but that's a massive game that requires like assets and stuff. Fall Guys, I'm imagining it looks a bit like Gang Beast.
Gang Beasts. Hang on. That sounds way too familiar.
It's the up to 4-player fighting game.
Hang on. I didn't even realise my headphones had come out. You were talking on my microphone, sir.
Oh
there
dear.
We go. We're back. Professionalism. Gang Beasts. Let's have a look. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Gang Beasts doesn't have a lot of background assets and stuff.
Yeah, very similar, very similar.
It might even be the same company, I think. I'm not sure. It might be Devolver.
Let's see who made that. No, Double Fine.
Ah, Double Fine.
Yeah. But yeah, it does look very similar. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But no, it's a good game. It's a good game. And if you can get it for free, get it for free. And if you really like the idea of that sort of game, then 20 quid isn't too bad. But beware of microtransactions for sure.
The backstab of modern gaming is the microtransaction.
Yeah, just a bit.
Bullshit.
As far as video games, that's really all I've been had time to really play at that lately. I think in the coming weeks I'll have a lot more time to settle down and get stuck into some old, like now I've got my collection back. There's a lot of old ones that I just want to play. I'm looking at like PS2 games and Wii games, just random ones that I just want to play. Nice to have that feeling back. I just want to play video games in general, not anything in particular. I don't just want to sit and play, you know, Call of Duty maps day in, day out. I want to play a variety of video games.
Yeah, no, of course, because you've got all your...
Got the setup now.
Yeah, you got your setup back.
Yeah. The other things, I said we were watching JoJo. Watched all the Matrix films the other night. Not in one night, the other day. Like the other few nights.
Why?
Well, Matrix 1 is incredible. Oh, come on. Matrix 1 is one of the greatest films ever made.
Okay,
Come on.
That's a big shout.
Really? You're not a fan?
Not a fan of the Matrix films, no.
What's the reason for that?
I just didn't enjoy them.
Okay.
Thought they were a bit... I mean, it might have been like... I probably enjoyed the first one. Up until we started flying at the end.
But that's the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, and that soured the whole thing. And then 2 and 3, I mean, they just weren't on the same level.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The first film is an incredible film on its own. It doesn't even lead into there being sequels.
It's got something going on.
It doesn't lead into any sequels. It doesn't leave you hanging like, oh, we're going to come back to a sequel and then this is going to happen. You could have left Matrix 1 with no sequels and it would have ended. That's it.
Yeah, you could have also edited it 5 seconds earlier, so you didn't see him flying.
It's goofy. I know it's goofy, yeah.
Right, but they didn't, and they didn't stop making sequels.
I know, and possibly
even a new one coming out.
Oh god, Matrix 4. Well, that's the thing. We just finished Matrix 3, and I'm like, how is this even possible to have a fourth one? Spoilers to a near 20-year-old film, but Trinity dies, Neo dies. Question mark. Becomes Jesus.
I mean, they'll probably be like, no, he lived on in the Matrix. But spoiler alert, we're all in the Matrix now. We're all inside.
Morpheus and Jada Pinkett Smith are going back to start a new rave in the cave because that was fucking needed.
That was so dumb.
I hated that rave scene.
We're a bunch of freedom fighters who like to party.
Like, who likes to party?
Hot stuff coming through.
Yeah. Stand still. There's a spark on you. Get it. I really didn't like the idea of like the architect.
The old man.
Yeah.
He was mainly he was like a self insert from the creators.
Yeah.
Because they were like, we know our story doesn't make sense. We need to sort this out.
Yeah, it's starting to get crazy.
Here's what we mean. And the architect comes along to explain everything you don't understand.
I still don't understand it.
Exactly. They didn't do a good job of it.
What I tried to understand was that the real world got fucked over by sun flares or something. And the AI became self-aware like Terminator and sent them all underground.
I believe the story was that the world got fucked. Robots became self-aware and started turning people into battery power to power themselves.
Yeah, in those eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the Matrix was something that the robots created to keep everyone sort of placid inside the eggs.
Right.
And when they woke up from the Matrix, they were just disposed of. Like,
Oh yeah, they
if
got
it
sucked
weren't-
up into those War of the Worlds machines.
Yeah, and if it weren't for the other humans, like who weren't in the Matrix, being around, they would have just been left to die in the cold, desolate wasteland of the battery farm, I think it's called, and like behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
So you had some humans who were never caught and put into the machine. So they're the freedom fighters who like to rave and do coke.
They do
And
coke.
I don't know. They're fucking ravers. I don't know what ravers do. They do Molly. There you
they
go.
love it. They love it.
They pop all of the pills. That's why they're so happy.
Yeah.
They have like an infinite amount of drugs now to do their raves.
Yeah.
Ancestors say this is the same cave the original rave was started in. That's why they were all safe. That's why the robots can't find it. They still cannot find the rave cave that kept the others safe.
That's another thing. The robots, like the Sentinels, they look cool, but
the squid ones.
Yeah, they look cool, but like, could they not have designed a few more things? Like, those are the only robots.
Yeah, the only robots are these weird squid head looking things. Like they've got
satellite dishes on them.
Yeah, they've got squid tentacles, but their heads, they look like
They're spiders' heads in a way. Like all the eyes.
They got all those eyes. Yeah, they look a bit spiderish.
Yeah,
but with more of this, with no actual body and squid arms. I don't know why we're explaining what the fucking monsters from Matrix look like.
because people probably have never seen The Matrix. It's a very indie film.
It's a fucking 20-year-old film. God damn it! It's stupid. Wasn't it based on Ghost in a Shell in a way?
Oh man, don't get me started on Ghost in the Shell. I got confused on that as well.
See, I didn't enjoy Ghost in a Shell. There's
didn't.
There's a lot of old anime that I've gone back and rewatched, and I am not keen on.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy Ghost in the Shell either.
I missed the Evangelion hype. I missed that train when I was younger. Rewatching it, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get the whole best girl, Asuka, and fucking other one.
The other one who is my mum. In a clone form.
The other one who is my mum, but also might not be my mum, and is also a giant cum goddess in the sky.
She is, Rey. She's basically a clone and all the clones have some of my mum's DNA in that my dad wants to fuck. Like,
and she's like 16.
Yeah, and
Whereas
also
my dad.
Daddy wasn't there to change my underwear.
Take me to the
fair. Daddy wasn't there.
I will say though, I do think Shinji's dad is the best character. From one singular standpoint, that if he was my boss, I would be so fucking like, that is the man. Because at the point where like one of the pods malfunctions, he's down there with the guys like helping to get it open. He doesn't just like get that pod open right now. Yeah, he's like down there like helping to free.
Yeah, you know why though?
Yeah, because it's fucking Rey.
Because it's Rey, yeah.
But the fact that like he got down there as well to like actually help. He didn't like throw them off and like do it on his own. He was doing it with them.
Because it's his dead wife clone of a 16-year-old girl thing.
That he has like 20 more of in the basement.
Yeah.
But still.
They're like walking fleshlights.
They are.
Of his wife.
Then they all get turned into fucking Fanta at the end.
Oh, yeah. The end of Evangelion is some of the most convoluted shit. I still don't understand it.
Where is the song that plays? Is it like Everything Returns to the Sea or something like that?
I can't remember. All I know is that it's basically Pacific Rim, even though Pacific Rim came after. Monsters coming from we don't know where, and we have to build massive robots to fight them. Good enough for me. With daddy issues.
Come Sweet Death Second Impact. It's the name of the song.
Is it really?
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I just looked it up.
What, C-U-M?
I put C-O-M-E.
Oh.
The sweet cum death of giant Rey in the sky.
Ugh.
Could you imagine like one person? I think everyone on Earth dies, don't they? Apart from Shinji.
I don't remember.
Like,
fuck that. Pen Pen's best character.
Pen for president.
Pen.
President
Pen 2024.
2020.
2020.
Pen 2020. It's not too late to get his name on the ballot, is it?
If it's not too late to get a mentally disturbed, him on the ballot, then no.
He's not mentally disturbed. Pen.
Not him. I mean Kanye.
Oh, he's off the ballot now.
Hey, back to the Matrix. I have more things to say.
Oh God, he's dunking us back into the main.
We're going back into the Matrix. First film, fantastic. I love the dynamic between Agent Smith and Neo. They're a good, good and evil. You know. I understand the fact that Smith is basically a virus. You know. Yep. Neo defeats him, but then somehow the virus comes back and spreads. I
don't think he was a virus to begin with.
Right.
He started off as like your Norton antivirus because he was trying to stop the rogue elements, which were the humans who had gone into the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
So the agents were like your firewall, basically. They were there trying to get rid of them. Then Agent Smith becomes corrupted.
Yeah, and spreads.
Because he gets corrupted because of fucking Neo.
Yeah.
If you remember at the end of the first film, Neo blows him up.
Oh yeah, he dives into him.
Yeah. So he then gets rebuilt, but parts of the human element of Neo are in him,
mm-hmm.
which then cause him to like veer off his programming and become evil.
Mm-hmm.
Good guys create their own bad guys.
Oh, that's deep, man.
That's fucking deep, man. That's every superhero creates their own supervillain. Batman has Joker. Fucking my mum has Dad.
You have life.
I have life. It should be life has me.
What else was there? Oh yeah, so like what I was saying about the architect, like when they introduced this new character, the architect, and then introduced like the train driver and the French guy. It's like all these single people that apparently have holds and grasps and implications on the Matrix itself. Like it was too much. It's like you have to go see this person now, but then you have to go see this person.
And now open up Task Manager.
Yeah. When does the paperclip come in? The paperclip with a big like black duster on and black sunglasses on. I knew you were coming.
Like you're writing a letter.
Oh man, I remember back in Windows 98 days where you could change that paperclip. You got different ones you could change it to.
You had like a dog, you had a cat.
Yeah, there were different ones.
They were great. I remember like half of the essays I had to write in like secondary school.
Yeah.
Started off with a good 30 to 40 minutes of me looking for someone else.
Yeah.
From the paperclip. Like you used to waste so much time doing that.
Man, it was the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
Damn you, paperclip! Oh, that old like 5-second video that went viral like way back in the early days of the internet of like the guy sat there on his computer with a giant paperclip behind him. Hey, it looks like you're writing a letter.
Yes, I remember that.
Hey, it looks like you're writing a letter. Fuck off.
He holds a gun to his head.
No, he grabs hold of the paperclip and like starts twisting it and like rips off an eyeball. I love that bit. That video was great.
One of my favourite things about the sequels, I'm still not a fan of them, is the highway scene. The highway chase scene.
Yeah.
Because they built a mile-long stretch of that. Like that's a real stretch road they just built in like the desert, in like somewhere in America, you know.
Yeah.
But that's cool, you know. That's a big set.
Yeah, that's an absolutely monumental set for them to just build for one film that they're only ever going to use once.
Probably about 15 minutes in the film.
Yeah.
And it had
longer than that, about 25, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. And it had really good music score on that bit as well. Oh, you just sent me the video for the paperclip.
Yeah.
Right, I'll look at that after.
Fucking stupid paper. Love it.
Yeah, but yeah, the film's like it just makes me sad with things like that. Where like the first film to me was so good, and then now you can't think of it as a single film. I feel like because they shot the second one and third one back to back around the same time, Lord of the Rings. I felt like they were like, oh, we need to do something like this and have one big fuck off battle at the end, you know?
Oh, so I liked in number 2. I liked their fight with Agent Smith in like the park area.
I hate that because the CGI.
Or was that number 3?
That's 2, but the CGI is really bad at some points in that fight.
I mean, are you looking at it retrospectively or for what it was at the time?
No. What it was at the time, it was much better.
Yeah, because that's why I've only ever seen it the once.
No, right. Yeah.
I now don't remember it looking shit. I remember it like, oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the only thing I enjoyed.
You
apart
look
from
back
the,
at it.
I mean, everything is bad when you look back at it, except for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That still holds up.
And Jurassic Park 1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was all fucking robots.
And The Thing.
Oh, The Thing. That film was so good. The Thing was all.
What? There's no was about it. Still is.
It is amazing. Did you see the sequel?
The prequel.
The sequel to The Thing.
Yeah, which was a prequel.
Was it a prequel?
Yeah, the one that came out in 2011, and it was about the Norwegian camp, which is before The Thing.
Is that the one where they decided to use CGI instead of like physical props?
Yep, they had made about 80% of all the physical props, and they were like, just do shit CGI instead.
Yeah, it's god awful.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was meant to be a prequel. I thought it was just a shitty sequel.
No, man, it's the original. Well, not the original thing. The original thing is The Thing from Outer Space, but that's a thing on its own. The original The Thing with Kurt Russell. Right at the beginning, they're chasing a dog in a helicopter. That dog is from the Norwegian camp, which they then go to look at. With the big ice box and stuff. No, I know it's not. But they go to the camp. They got the big ice box where the thing came out of. That is the Norwegian camp, which is what the prequel's about.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a dog.
No, it's a thing.
It's. I like they ruined the film for all Norwegian speakers at the beginning.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, thanks, dicks. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle.
It is. It really is.
So you like The Matrix?
I love The Matrix 1. I don't like the sequels. I love The Matrix 1 is so good.
Did you watch the Animatrix?
I never did. I never had it.
Don't.
Oh, really?
Did you ever play Enter the Matrix?
Yes, I did, where you play as either Jada or the Asian dude.
Yeah, don't.
Well, I already did.
They're all bad.
The slow motion's not bad.
The slow motion's not bad.
The bullet time,
in the video game.
Yeah, the bullet time.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's no Max Payne.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's no Max Payne. All right, yeah.
It's no Max Payne.
Yeah, it's no Max
Payne.
Payne.
It had far less going on with it. Where else have you watched apart from The Matrix?
I'm trying to think. So I went through JoJo, done The Matrix. Well, I had some just. Yeah, you always got to have sort of like your casual background viewing. You're not kind of watching it, but you've just got it on in the background, and that's just been Futurama. Just had Amazon Prime Futurama just going on, and there are so many episodes of Futurama that I've forgotten about. Like, is
not Futurama not on Disney?
No, it's Fox. Oh wait,
yeah,
no, I know.
So
yeah. No, it's not on it's not on Disney, which now you've got me thinking about it. That is weird.
Maybe Fox gave the rights to Amazon before the Disney thing went through.
That's probably it. Yeah. It's on Prime. So just been binging that. But as amazing as the show is, it's some of the episodes aren't as. They're not as memorable to me, but that's not saying they're not good episodes. And that's not a bad thing. Like, there's a lot of episodes I'm coming back to and going, oh, I forgot about this. This is so good. I just don't think I watched it as much as, say, like Simpsons season 4 to 10. I think watched all of those episodes numerous amount of times. Quote half of it back to back. But yeah, it's good to go through them again.
Yeah, I liked Futurama when it came out.
It's better than Rick and Morty.
It's better than Rick and Morty because Rick and Morty tries to be deep.
Yeah.
Whereas Futurama, it does the correct thing of deepness happens occasionally.
It happens at the right time.
Not every episode has to be a big mindfuck.
Yeah.
And I think Futurama also stood out from The Simpsons a bit more because it had cause and effect. Unlike The Simpsons, where Lisa accidentally knocks out Bart when she babysits him in like that one episode, and nothing has ever come up about that. No one ever brings it up. Whereas in Futurama, something could then be brought up from a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, like a throwback.
There are like repercussions to what happens in that show.
Yeah, it carries on. The Simpsons is like each episode is unique.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Sometimes they will do callbacks.
What episodes have they done that with?
Sometimes they talk about like say where Bart is talking to Krusty and he says, I got you back with your father. I saved your life, man. I got your career back. Or where they talk about Sideshow Bob. Like, I stopped you doing this. You married Selma. They do callbacks like that.
Yeah, okay. They do them sometimes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but then they don't age. So it's almost like you got to commit to one of them. Either don't do callbacks or do the callbacks and keep it progressive and keep it, like a timeline going and age them.
I think something that's happened recently that I don't enjoy, like the new Simpsons that I've like caught a couple episodes of.
So bad.
Is the retconning of Marge and Homer's past.
Yep, I knew you were going to say that. That's completely the worst thing.
Right, because that's the problem with pop culture references, is that they age badly.
Yeah.
Like, originally, Homer and Marge's like prom date was a pop culture reference to Back to the Future, wasn't it? Where it was like an enchantment under the sea dance.
Yeah. And
like Artie Ziff and all that nonsense.
Mr. Jerk.
But now it's like, oh wait, no, it wasn't the 70s. It's now.
No, they went
90s?
Through different stages. They had an episode where Homer was basically in a grunge band, and they met like through that. Then they met when they were kids at a camp. Yeah, they've met so many different times. And now they have iPhones.
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone. From the Mapple people.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
They've well, once again, it was the lack of foresight knowing that Simpsons would go on this long.
Yeah. Well,
or that this would become a problem.
I don't know how much longer it will be going on for, because Mr. Groening's name was on the Epstein list.
Ooh.
That big old list. Yeah.
That list.
That
list that Jimmy Savile managed to avoid, but it got a lot of other people in trouble.
That big old list of all your favourite celebrities who, yeah.
I'll tell you, man, 2020, it's going to kill people. If not through disease,
it'll be Epstein.
Through reputations.
Yeah.
Good.
Futurama. I really think that's it. I really do think that is it for me. I'm looking at the TV now, trying to visualize what have I watched.
Oh, I've got something. I've started watching.
Boing, flip back to you.
Boing, whip. I've started watching for the most part.
Yeah.
The Studio Ghibli films.
Okay. Yep.
On Netflix. So
Netflix.
Fuck you. I do have them on DVD, but I'm watching them with the family to get them all involved.
Nice. Where did you start?
Castle in the Sky.
That's my favourite one.
I'm going through them by release date.
So Laputa's not the first one.
According to the cinematography thing of like which one came out first, it is.
Hang on. I could have sworn there were ones earlier than that. Studio Ghibli. Films release date. Okay. Let's have a look. Well, butter my arsehole and call me Susan. It was Castle in the Sky. I apologise for that. I thought it was My Neighbour the Yamadas, but that's 13 years later than Castle in the Sky.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
99.
Because Castle in the Sky really looks, graphically and art style, it looks incredible. And, like, there are later films that don't look as detailed and as incredible as that.
It's probably down to, like, different teams and stuff working on them.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, and then
So,
yeah, I see what's coming next.
you see like the roadblock that is standing right in my way after Castle in the Sky.
I see it.
Because Castle in the Sky is so good. It's beautiful. It's an amazing film and a great adventure.
And then
Grave of the Fireflies comes next.
I've watched it for once, and I won't be watching it again.
I've seen it already once before, and I don't want to watch it again. It's too much. It's too much. And the fact that it's based on like a real, well, the story itself isn't real, but the events surrounding it are real. And it's just horrible. For those of you who listen to this and haven't heard of or seen Grave of the Fireflies, it is one of the ones that isn't on Netflix, but I have to watch it in order to stay true to like the idea of watching all the Ghibli films. Grave of the Fireflies is about a brother and sister in World War II Japan, and their struggle to survive as the country is just torn apart by the Allied forces. It's not trying to like take away from what Japan did in the war, because they were the bad guys in World War II, but the kids didn't really understand what was going on. All they knew was their dad was fighting for Japan. He was doing an honorable thing, and that everyone was saying, "Oh, your father's a good man fighting for the country and all that." So they were like, "Oh yeah, our daddy's a great soldier and a great hero and all that stuff." And then like the house gets napalmed to shit, and yeah, everything just goes downhill. No one is willing to help them out. They suffer so much. It's an animated snuff film, and while it is very thought-provoking and really intriguing, it also hurts a lot to watch. If you have like the stomach and the willpower to watch Grave of the Fireflies, I would say give it a go, but if you're going into it thinking, "Oh yeah, this won't make me sad," just be ready.
I think you need to watch it.
Yeah, I didn't think it would make me sad.
But
I had to stop it like 4 or 5 times halfway through.
That's what's also great. That shows how good the film is. That it can invoke that emotion from you, and it's animated. They're not real.
It's animated.
Like actors aren't playing real characters, but it's just art, and it evokes that emotion in you. It's crazy.
It's mental how this is one of the things I really like about anime, is that it's not made with children in mind like 90% of the time. Well,
No.
okay, I'd say like 40% of the time it's not made with kids in mind. Someone out there in Japan is like, I'm gonna make something incredible that isn't for kids, but I can't convey it with real world logic. I need to use animation to do it. And Grave of the Fireflies is perfect for that, because you get shots that you wouldn't see used in the real world, and you get close-ups and lingering moments that wouldn't last in the real world. And it is like they're able to craft what they want with an animated cell as they want it to be. Like they can evoke the emotion and the look of something perfectly. And the animation is so good. It's basically moving oil paintings.
Yeah, which is a bit of a side tangent, but not, is what I loved about the original One Piece, where they kind of looked like watercolor paintings. Like half of the screen was still just white. They would only color in what is happening.
what you needed to see. Yeah.
But yeah, that was just the relating to it. But yeah, no, the Ghibli film, it's like you're watching moving paintings. That sounds stupid, but in a way, it's how it is.
Mate, we're two 30-year-old men getting emotional about a fucking cartoon. Of course, it sounds stupid.
No, but we need to
that.
keep this going because I'm fed up of the normies going, "Oh, what are you watching cartoons for?" I'm like, "Fucking watch this, and come back to me."
The thing is, my dad often says like, "Oh yeah, it's anime, it's
for kids.
It's just cartoons."
Yeah.
But he cried at Avatar: The Last Airbender. And
what a loser!
No, I know, right? That's not even anime.
Wow,
And
is it?
where else has he gotten emotional at that I've made him watch? Oh, there was another anime I made him watch that he got really emotional. I think it was Attack on Titan. Might have been Attack on Titan.
Probably.
But yeah, after Grave of the Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro.
I was just about to say you've got the mega. You're gonna go down, and then you've got the mega up in probably one of the happiest films I've ever seen.
Do you remember My Neighbor Totoro? It's about death.
Well, yeah.
Their mum dies.
Yeah, but he's big and fluffy and cute.
Yeah. Then Kiki's Delivery Service, which I haven't seen. Porco Rosso, only yesterday. Porco Rosso, Ocean Waves, Pompoko.
Pompoko's good. That's a very cultural reference one. What would you say? It's making a point towards the real world. That one.
Okay.
About yeah. But I won't go too much into it. Because you're going through them. I don't want to spoil them too much. We're just talking about the ones we know.
Looking at this, I've only seen 9 of these films.
I'm on the Wikipedia list right now.
Same.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've seen 12.
Okay. So then I'm guessing that you've also seen the ones that I've seen then in your 12.
Oh, let's see. I've seen Castle in the Sky, Grave of Fireflies, Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service.
Nope.
Pompoko, Princess Mononoke.
Yep.
Spirited Away.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, obviously. House Moving Castle.
Yep.
Tales from Earthsea. Ponyo. Ariete and the Wind Rises.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, Ariete I liked. I liked Ariete so much.
Alright, yeah.
That was good. And a lot of people missed that one out when they bring up lists from Studio Ghibli. They miss out Ariete, which is the borrowers.
Yeah, basically.
For anyone listening.
Well, a lot of them are. Some of them are unique stories. Some of them are kind of like, I think I've seen this before somewhere.
Yeah. Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Is a book by a British author.
Yeah, it is.
Called Diane Wynne Jones or Diane Jones Wynne.
A woman.
A woman. She Howl's Moving Castle is the first in the trilogy. But Diane also wrote Castle in the Sky.
Really?
Yep. Castle in the Sky is based on another one of her books.
Oh, I wasn't.
Miyazaki is a bit of a fanboy.
God bless Miyazaki. God bless him.
What a great man.
He retired and then was like, no, fuck this, I'm coming back.
I'm coming back to shit on anime fans.
Back harder than
Anime was
ever.
a mistake.
Harder than ever. He's 79.
Absolute hero.
Man, I've been to the museum twice in Japan. It's such a cool place. It's forbidden photography inside. But you go in and I'm fairly certain it is where he first started. You know, it's the original place. And you go and watch. Your ticket is a film sale. I don't know if I've shown you. Your ticket is a film sale from one of the films, so I've got 2 of them. But you go in and watch a 15-minute short that you can't see anywhere else apart from there. And then you just walk around, and they got this is where he would have been doing his art, drawing. He's got all his sketchbooks, all his just books with photos from out in nature that he might have used as references. Really cool stuff. Yeah, really cool.
That sounds really cool. How much was it to get in there?
£30, I think, roughly.
That's not bad.
But you have to book in advance because it sells out.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Oh,
so
cool.
Go on. So I was about to say, there's 2 new Ghibli films coming out. One this year and one in 2023. this year we've got Earwig and the Witch, and in 23 you've got How Do You Live?
Ugh! Have you clicked on Earwig and the Witch?
I'm clicking on it now.
Why are they 3D?
Oh.
Oh no. It's a computer animated film. Alright, you can go.
What's the one after it? What's that? Is that one in 3D? How Do You Live?
Japanese animated. There we go. Whew. Okay, we're good. We're good.
I mean, it's okay for them to experiment. It's okay. They might have done something great. We'll have to wait and see.
Have to wait. Yeah.
I'm gonna look for a trailer for Earwig and the Witch.
So, what are you doing about this roadblock then? That is Grave of the Fireflies.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Anytime soon?
I've only got it on DVD so far. So if I do, I'm gonna have to like take the PS4 downstairs and then watch it all down there like that.
Right.
But
then you got Totoro. You need to do that very soon after.
I was hoping to like try and I've got Totoro on DVD as well. If I can't find it is on Netflix. I've seen it on Netflix. But yeah, I have to do it like Stratford, so I have to start early and get it out the way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a rough film. I don't want to put it off, but it's like a band-aid. You got to get through it. It's the roughest patch.
Got to just rip it off. Rip it off.
Yeah. And once that's done, the whole world of Ghibli opens back up.
Yeah, and it's quite a nice mix after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I described the other day of like Castle in the Sky is there handing out flyers to this amazing new bar that you can go to. You get there and the doorkeeper is fucking Grave of the Fireflies like
yeah.
Show me your ID, and they want to search you.
Yeah.
They want to find your emotions. Like, I didn't ask for this. And you say Castle in the Sky is your favourite
man.
Ghibli.
Yeah.
So, my favourite is Howl's Moving Castle.
I've got both art books here from the Ghibli Museum. One of Howl's Moving Castle and one of Laputa.
Nice.
And they are beautiful.
See, yeah, Laputa was great. Like, it was a surprise when I watched it to see, because I knew it was the oldest one, obviously, going in, and I was like shocked to see how good the animation still was, like how it held up.
Incredible, man! It is incredible. I think the thing that really sets it for me as being the favourite is because it has all the sort of steampunky airships and that sort of design where Final Fantasy IX, my favourite game of all time, has that as well. So I think they kind of go hand in hand. Like, I just love that sort of art style.
Yeah. Travelling by airship is one of the best features in a film.
Yeah.
Because also travelling by train.
Oh yeah.
Train and airship are so underutilized.
The best.
And it's great, yeah. Because you've got no real say over your destination when you're traveling by train or airship.
No, it's A to B.
Yeah, and they both leave open so much like ways to be attacked by bandits. Like the Great Train Robbery and stuff. And you always see it in westerns where the bandits are robbing the train as it moves. That sort of shit. And like in Castle in the Sky, it opens with an airship under attack by like 5 pirates.
Yes,
you're
right.
It was only 5 members of that pirate crew, and it's great that it like you see from like the off, like, oh yeah, shit, this doesn't seem like a safe way to fucking travel.
Not really. There's we got the airships as well that like. You've got the main ship. In fact, I made an airship like this for my 3rd year final project at uni. I'll have to find some pictures to send you. And it was like a main ship with 2 big like Zeppelin balloons above it, with propellers on the ship. But
did you make the Goliath?
What's the Goliath?
The big military airship.
No. Wait, do you mean the Hindenburg?
No, the military airship from Castle in the Sky.
Oh, I couldn't remember the name. No, I did not make that. But if you've got those balloons, one little slash of them, and you're going down.
Boom. Yeah. Oh, so I watched it in obviously in sub.
Yeah. Obviously.
And I looked at the cast list because I knew that Ghibli films are often handed over to Disney.
Yeah, and they get good cast.
Mark Hamill plays the bad guy in Castle in the Sky's dub.
Yes, the short-haired guy with the suit.
Yeah. Ramona is his name, or
I can't remember his name.
Ramusha something.
There's a lot of big actors in Ghibli films. Christian Bale was Hal.
Yeah, Christian Bale plays Hal.
Yeah.
And the princess from Castle in the Sky is done by Rogue from the X-Men. Can't remember her name off the top of my head.
The X-Men.
The X-Men.
The X-Men.
The Anna Paquin, that's her name.
Oh, cool.
She was also in True Blood. The
Sexy
Vampires. Grown-up sexy vampire show. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And my favourite one is what's his name? Jim Cummings plays one of the generals. Do you know who Jim Cummings is?
No.
That's Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay.
Jim Cummings is the voice of like Winnie the Pooh and the Tasmanian Devil and stuff.
You mean that really soft-spoken voice?
Yep. Is the voice of one of the generals in Castle in the Sky who wants everyone dead.
That's great. Yeah.
Fucking absolute. He looks like a southern gentleman.
Southern dandy.
He does. It's quite funny, like his actual picture on the Wikipedia.
Cool, man.
All right, so was there anything else we needed to touch on?
I think that's pretty much it, I'd say, for me. And, well, personally for this week, I think now I've got the groove back. Won't be able to do next week. But week after that, we'll come back with a fresh pod.
Yeah, this was always meant to be like more of a bi-weekly podcast.
Yeah, but I think, now I'm set up. We'll come back with a fresh pod. And other than what we've been doing, come back with a little bit of a discussion maybe or something like that, you know?
Yeah,
something like that, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This has been great. Good to be back in the saddle. To everyone out there, that is what we've been doing with our nerdy weeks and whatever. Where are we again, Jake? Where are we?
We are sitting at home currently in quarantine, but you can find this
true.
podcast if that's what you were wondering.
That one,
you can find this. You can find the podcast on Spotify, Podbean, YouTube's, iTunes, all under the name of Gaming Grindhouse while it's rendering.
Yeah, well, the podcast is called While It's Rendering, yeah.
You can also find our good selves on YouTube at Gaming Grindhouse, on our Twitch channels, where I am RPP Jake and Tom is Gaming Grindhouse. You can also find us on Twitter at Tom Grindhouse and at Jake Grindhouse.
You sound like you're in a recording booth going, the next station is Tom Grindhouse. Please alight here for bad entertainment.
It's called professionalism. We need to have it.
We'll never have it, sir, and I'll be damned if it comes on to our channel.
How dare you say those words in my house?
I'll be get out my pub.
You vicious slut.
All right, until next time,
you
sir.
bring professionalism in here. Yes.
Fuck beaches.
Fuck beaches.
Oh, whoa. What am I? What's the outro?
Oh, the outro music?
Yeah. What have we been talking about?
I think it should be this.